From the ancient cities of the Indus Valley to the rise of mighty empires, from foreign invasions to freedom struggles that changed the world, this is the story of India, a land of kings, warriors, saints and dreamers. Welcome to History. Unlock, where we uncover the 5,000-year journey of one of the oldest civilizations on Earth, the complete history of India. As we traverse through time, we witness the vibrant market scenes of ancient India, where trade flourished and cultures intertwined. The spirit of resilience ignites as brave freedom fighters gather strategizing for a future where liberty reigns. The journey brings us to the iconic Taj Mahal, a symbol of eternal love and unparalleled craftsmanship that captures the heart. We witness the unity of a nation as citizens from all walks of life come together, celebrating their hard-won independence with unwavering spirit. As we reach the majestic Himalayas, the towering peaks reveal the breathtaking beauty of India's diverse geography. The narrative unfolds into a kaleidoscope of colors at festive celebrations where laughter and dance fill the air, embodying the joyous spirit of unity among its people. Long before the pyramids and empires, the Indus Valley Civilization flourished along the rivers of Sindh and Punjab. Cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa had advanced drainage systems, brick houses and organized streets, proof of a smart and peaceful society. They traded with Mesopotamia and used seals for business, making them one of the world's earliest urban cultures. As the Indus Valley Civilization thrived, its people developed sophisticated agricultural practices that supported their growing cities. Artisans flourished in this civilization, creating exquisite pottery, textiles, and jewelry that reflected their creativity and cultural values. The community spirit was strong as families came together to celebrate festivals and share meals, fostering a sense of unity among the people. Advancements in knowledge and trade practices set a foundation for future societies as the Indus Valley Civilization demonstrated remarkable intellectual prowess. As centuries passed, the once thriving cities gradually declined, leaving behind a legacy that has fascinated historians and archaeologists for generations. After the Indus civilization declined, new groups called the Aryans arrived. They composed the Vedas, the oldest sacred texts of Hinduism. Small kingdoms called Mahajanapadas emerged, giving rise to philosophies, rituals, and the caste system that shaped Indian society for centuries. As these kingdoms flourished, they became centers of trade and culture, where philosophies emerged that sought to explain the nature of existence. The rituals performed during sacred ceremonies deepened spiritual connections, influencing daily life and governance. Education thrived as students sought wisdom from learned gurus, learning about dharma and karma, which shaped their moral compass. Temples became the heart of communities, connecting people through shared rituals and deepening their faith. Political structures solidified under the rule of kings who consulted wise advisors to maintain order and prosperity. Meanwhile, sages retreated into nature, seeking enlightenment and sharing profound insights that influenced generations. The first great Indian empire was the Mauryan Empire, founded by Chandragupta Maurya, a ruler whose ambition and vision transformed the subcontinent. His grandson, Ashoka the Great, expanded the empire across most of South Asia and later embraced Buddhism, spreading peace and dharma. Centuries later came the Gupta Empire, often called India's Golden Age, a time of scientific discoveries, literature, and art. During this remarkable era, advancements in mathematics and astronomy flourished, laying the groundwork for future generations. The Gupta rulers were celebrated for their patronage of the arts and sciences, ushering in a cultural renaissance that impacted generations. This cultural flourishing was marked by advancements in art, literature, and philosophy, which enriched the social fabric of Indian civilization. Education became highly valued, with institutions emerging that fostered knowledge and scholarship, laying a foundation for future intellectual achievements. The era also saw the flourishing of performing arts, where epic stories were brought to life, and advancements in astronomy captivated the minds of scholars. After the decline of the Gupta Empire, many regional kingdoms emerged across India, such as the Cholas in the south, the Rajputs in the north, and the Pala rulers in the east, each contributing to a flourishing culture where temples and art thrived alongside busy trade routes, connecting India with the Arab world and China. Trade flourished as merchants exchanged spices, textiles, and precious stones in lively marketplaces, while centers of learning like Nalanda became hubs for scholars who delved into ancient texts, emphasizing the significance of education and intellectual discourse in this transformative era. Festivals filled with joy and music were celebrated as communities gathered to honor the harvest, demonstrating the rich cultural traditions that thrived, while magnificent temples dedicated to various deities stood tall, serving as important centers for spiritual life and devotion in these regional kingdoms. As trade routes flourished, a detailed map illustrated the connections between India, the Arab world, and China, showcasing the movement of goods and ideas while on battlefields. Rajput, warriors clad in ornate armor, demonstrated their courage and honor as they fought fiercely for their kingdoms in a quest for power. Mughal rulers from Central Asia invaded India and established the Delhi Sultanate, a significant period that transformed the cultural and political landscape of the subcontinent. It included dynasties like the slave Khilji Tughlaq and Lodi, each contributing to the rich tapestry of India's history with their unique governance and cultural influences. They introduced Persian art architecture and new systems of governance, paving the way for one of the greatest empires in Indian history. The legacy of the Delhi Sultanate remains a pivotal chapter in India's history, influencing the nation's culture, art, and political structures for centuries to come. As these dynasties rose and fell, they left behind enduring legacies that shaped the identity of India, weaving a rich narrative of conflict, culture, and governance. The influence of the Delhi Sultanate can still be felt today, as its architectural marvels and cultural contributions continue to be celebrated across India. The artistic advancements such as music and literature thrived under the Sultanate's rule, reflecting a rich cultural amalgamation that enriched the Indian subcontinent. In 1526, Babur, a descendant of Timur and Genghis Khan, defeated the Lodi dynasty and founded the Mughal Empire. Under rulers like Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, and Aurangzeb, India became one of the richest empires in the world. The Taj Mahal, built by Shah Jahan, remains a timeless symbol of love and architecture. But internal wars and European influence slowly weakened the empire. As internal strife grew and foreign powers began to assert their dominance, the once mighty empire faced challenges that would ultimately lead to its downfall. The legacy of the Mughal Empire, filled with rich history and cultural achievements, began to fade as new powers emerged on the Indian subcontinent. Despite its grandeur, the Mughal Empire's fragmentation set the stage for the rise of new regimes and the eventual restructuring of India's political landscape. The rich cultural heritage of the Mughal Empire continued to influence art, architecture, and society, even as its political power waned. The spirit of the Mughal Empire lived on through its contributions to literature, art, and daily life, shaping the cultural identity of India for generations to come. In 1498, Vasco da Gama reached India, opening the door for European powers, Portuguese, Dutch, French, and finally the British. The British East India Company started as traders, but soon became rulers, taking advantage of divided Indian kingdoms. As these European powers set foot in India, they established trade networks that significantly impacted local economies. The British East India Company, initially focused on commerce, began to take control, capitalizing on the rivalries among Indian rulers. As tensions escalated, the British officials sought alliances with local rulers, often leading to betrayal and conflicts. The confrontation between the British forces and Indian kingdoms marked a turning point in the struggle for control over the subcontinent. The decisive Battle of Plassey in 1757 gave the British East India Company significant power over Bengal. This victory marked the beginning of direct British rule in India, altering the course of history for the entire subcontinent. After the revolt of 1857, the British Crown took direct control over India, leading to significant changes across the subcontinent. Railways, education, and industries developed, but so did poverty, famine, and resistance. Indian leaders began demanding independence, planting the seeds of revolution. In the early 1900s, a group of Indian leaders convened in meetings and conferences, formulating their vision for a nation free from colonial rule. The streets of India buzzed with activity as local markets flourished, but amidst the commerce, voices arose calling for freedom and justice. Mahatma Gandhi emerged as a central figure in the struggle, advocating for non-violent resistance and inspiring millions to join the fight for independence. As the movement gained momentum, candlelit vigils spread across the nation, symbolizing the collective hope and determination of the people to achieve freedom. During World War II, many Indian soldiers fought bravely under the British flag, believing their service would earn them freedom. As the war progressed, the cries for independence grew louder, with masses gathering at train stations, ready to embark on journeys that would change the course of history. A new era of unity and defiance began, as Mahatma Gandhi led with peace and non-violence, inspiring millions to fight through movements like Quit India and civil disobedience. After decades of struggle, India finally gained freedom on August 15, 1947. But the joy came with pain as the subcontinent was divided into India and Pakistan. The chaos of partition unfolded with families in distress as they packed their belongings, illustrating the heart-wrenching migration between India and Pakistan. Amidst this turmoil, a diverse group of people stood together at the border, symbolizing the unity and shared grief of the partition era. Indian flags were raised in celebration across various cities, with crowds cheering and embracing their newfound freedom after years of struggle. On the night before independence, leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru delivered passionate speeches filled with hope and anticipation for a brighter future. India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, laid the foundation for democracy and modernization. The nation faced wars, reforms, and challenges, but remained united under its constitution. Industrialization, space exploration, and education began to grow rapidly. As factories emerged, India became a hub of industrial activity, transforming its economy. Meanwhile, ambitious scientists embarked on space missions, marking the nation's entry into the global arena of technology and innovation. Education became paramount, as schools filled with children eager to learn, promising a bright future. Collaboration among engineers and scientists flourished, paving the way for groundbreaking advancements and inspiring generations. The streets buzzed with activity as markets flourished and showcased India's cultural diversity and economic progress. Women once limited to traditional roles began embracing technology, blending their heritage with the modern world. The 1990s brought economic reforms that changed India's future, transforming it into a dynamic landscape where technology, Bollywood, and entrepreneurship made the country a global name. Cities like Bangalore and Mumbai evolved into tech and business hubs, attracting talent and investment from around the world. Today, India stands among the world's fastest-growing economies, illustrating a unique blend of ancient traditions and modern innovation. The fusion of age-old customs with cutting-edge technology highlights India's journey into the new millennium. As cultural celebrations thrive, the spirit of innovation drives a new generation towards entrepreneurship, shaping India's identity in the contemporary world. Monuments like India Gate stand as reminders of the past, while the thriving startup ecosystem represents India's ambitious future. Even as urban centers flourish, rural communities continue to play a crucial role, adapting to modern advancements while preserving their agricultural roots. India's story is one of survival, wisdom, and diversity. From the cradle of civilization to a modern democracy, its journey reflects the strength of millions of hearts and dreams. This is the land where history breathes in every stone, every temple, and every street. In every corner there are stories waiting to be told, legacies passed down through generations that celebrate life and resilience. From the majestic peaks of the Himalayas to the bustling streets of Delhi, each place holds a unique essence of India's rich heritage. The sacred rivers whisper tales of devotion, while villages resonate with laughter and community spirit. It is a land where every festival bursts with color and joy, reminding us of the unbreakable bond that ties its people to their roots. Artisans pour their heart and soul into creations that reflect centuries of tradition, while children find joy in the simplest of games. This blend of creativity and innocence paints a portrait of a nation that embraces its past, while looking forward to a bright future. We hope you enjoyed every moment as we explored the fascinating tales of our past, uncovering stories that shape the world we live in today. Your engagement not only motivates us, but also helps spread knowledge and appreciation for history. Thank you for watching History Unlock. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because your one like means a lot to us.